Hey guys, it's Steven from the Green Engineers, and today is 11/12, November 12th, 2022. So, happy Veterans Day, which was yesterday, and happy Thanksgiving and happy Christmas coming up. Hopefully, to have more videos on updates about this newest update that you're going to hear in this video by December here. So, still have the same products in mind, but I'm have an announcement of something that I'm pushing forward. So, still have the on the horizon of the having printing technology, that printing technology I'm working on, and then I have the filament maker, the shredder, and then I have the three services, and I'm going to talk about those services, and then the fourth product, right, is the hot end. So basically, what the announcement is I decided that I'm going to push the hot end forward to the first product. So reason being is that the printing technology, as I've started development, I see that it's going to be a very costly development. And so what I mean by that is that if I decide to go the Green Engineers the full time, which I think I will need to do in order to develop this printing technology, because I'm going to have to do a lot of printing and a lot of things like that, and do a lot of babysitting, et cetera, right? And so I would like to be around so that I can get the most utilization out of that timeline that I have of the 2 years dealing with the patent, right? And so, or a year and a half basically. So by the end of that year and a half, I want to have it ready to go, right? And so basically, I wanted to have something that funds that development so that way I can go into full time. Because if it's 2 years before I get that product out, let's say 4 months after that point of having that year and a half and getting the patent approved, right, and then receiving the patent, right, in my name, uh, if 4 months after that I launch, I have basically made zero money on that product until that point. So it's all negative. And up to this point, also, most of my business dealings here have been negative as far as buying equipment, setting up my workspace, prototypes, blah, 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 all this other stuff, right? Memberships at makerspaces to get access to equipment, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I need something to fund that if I need to be full time on that. And I think I will need to be, otherwise, it's going to take way longer than it should. Reason being is that I've been working quite a bit lately and not really had time for it after the fact. I've actually been working, coming home, eating, and then working again. So um, it's difficult to develop the product in those types of environments. And also not having access to call different companies during the day if I can't get away from work for a short period of time to do those phone calls and set up those communications. So if it's only delegated to weekend work, it's just not gonna happen, right? Same thing with the rest of these business dealings and the other types of services. Some of those services it would be okay, but doing work only on the weekends and then having all of those, so that would be like five different things happening on the weekends, doing five different things for the business as well as other things for the shop or around the house or personal things or whatever, right? Personal things I need to handle, taking care of vehicles, taking care of bills, blah blah, all that kind of stuff, right? It's just not quite in the cards there. Anyways, so what I decided to do was I decided to push the hot end forward. So now I'm actually just got in the prototype for the hot end product that I decide that I'm going to be releasing. And so that product will be coming out here very, very soon. Well, actually, I can't technically say that because I'm still working on it. I just got prototypes, and so basically, what I'm doing on it right now is I'm looking at the pros and the cons compared to the rest of the industry, as well as what what application it will be for. So, who would want to buy this? Why would they want to buy this? What application would they have that would they would be pleased with the pleased or even excited or blown away with the performance of the product instead of disappointed with the performance of the product, because it will indeed have a market for a specific market in 3D printing. And so if you tried to go outside of that, the performance value is not the price that you're going to pay compared to the performance is not going to quite be there. So where is that? What is that compared to the competition? What's the numbers, right? What's the numbers on that? What's the data on that? And then also price point and things like that. So I just got prototypes of it, of various different configurations. And so right now I'm testing those configurations, trying to find the right fit configuration, and then figuring out all the other accessories that can amplify its performance around it. And then another thing is I want to bring that manufacturing in-house. So also looking into how to do that, what equipment I need, how to, what type of manufacturing processes do I need, what type of packaging do I need, what type of verification, metrology, etc. like that, QA, right? What kind of QA do I need before this guy goes out? And then also the different configurations. As you know, there's a lot of printers out there, and this is designed to go onto already existing printers. So how do I have how am I going to create all the different configurations? And then also custom, like how can I do custom things for more closed source printers, right? So you could have bolt-in replacements. Anyways, so those are some different things that I'm looking at, and so that's kind of the biggest announcement of this video, is I'm pushing the Hot-In forward. So that will be kind of my first official product, and then that will help start development of this printer. I will still continue development, but it will help fund it. And when I start to get to the higher costs, right now I'm building everything very low cost, so it's okay. But when I start to get more involved, then I need the higher cost. So hopefully this one product can be able to support what I need to do. And again, a lot of my workspace and how I'm structuring all this is to make that as low as possible, that overhead as low as possible, to be able to get into my business full time. So it doesn't need to do a lot, but it needs to do something, right? In order to be able to step away from my job and do this full time, right? And obviously I need to make a living, so the money has to be there in order to do that. Anyways, not a lot of money, because I set it up that can be very low with my workspace, but still needs to be there. So with that, then I could have this product carry quite a bit of load, majority of the load, and then I'm going to start ramping up my services. So the 3 services, if you can't remember, are recycling filament, recycled filament, 3D printing services, such as I'm going to add resin as well. So resin and FDM 3D printing services. And then the third one is my online teaching. So Udemy, I teach on Udemy different technologies, classes such as 3D printing, design, programming, etc. So I came up with a way of promoting that, and that's why I just was working on today. And so that reminded me, hey, let's film a video and kind of talk about this. So clamping down on Udemy, I'm going to get back onto TreatStock and start doing more printing and add resin printing. I have 3 8K resin printers now. So I have the Sonic Mega 8K, I have the Sonic Mighty 8K, and the Sonic Mini 8K. So I have all the frozen Sonic 8K series. And then I just got into Bamboo Labs 8K so far, an OK printer. So I'll be printing on that guy, and that guy is going to take over for the Stratasys. And then also I have a printer that I'm using for development for the Hot-Ins as well as the printing technology. So I have all of those to start that, as well as I have a couple plans on how to get started on recycling the filament. But obviously those will all be around the Hot-In, because like I said, my time is going to be limited. So the time is most likely only on weekends, maybe some weekdays if I don't have to work after I get home, maybe 1 or 2 days a week, and then the 2 days on the weekend. And so that has to be split between maybe 80% working on my workspace, and then the 20% working on my products and then, okay, what can I do with the different services and things like that. So that's kind of the plan. Going into next year, I plan on working out of my workspace by January, February of next year. So really excited about that. I'm going to be um, pushing on that really hard. It's not going to be completely finished, but I'll have all the power set up and then some equipment set up to do the services as well as manufacture this hot end design if needed. So that's where kind of we're at right now. So right now the 3D printing technology is, I guess, sort of on hold while I get this ramped up, because I just need more time to put into that, and it's just the timeline on that one is just too much. So most likely this will be the last year that I'm in the industry that I'm in as far as my day job, and then switching to the Green Engineers this next coming year. So hopefully that's the case, and this is my plan on doing that. All right, thanks for listening, and thanks for subscribing, and all the new subscribers and all the existing subscribers. I'll keep you guys up to date, and I'll let you guys know in the next video what's going on, which I hope is soon. Thanks. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.